will say is if you're going to come to Skye, one of the most important things you can bring with you if you're a photographer and you sit down when you take your shots is a mat, a gardener's mat. I haven't brought one, but everywhere in Skye is a bog. You can be on the top of a hill and it's a bog, and you sit down and you think, oh, and you get wet. So bring a gardener's mat with you and you'll be golden. One more thing to carry. Yeah. So it's a case of here, where do you start? Here's the view. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's where, it's, as I say, a friend of mine just said, where do you start? Where do you start? It's bonkers. Beautiful, awesome, amazing. Can you do it justice? That's the thing. So if you want to know where we are on the turn-off towards the Talisker distillery on the road that goes to Portree. So we're about 3 miles away from Portree, and there's a bridge and a hotel, and we just pulled into the hotel, and the shot that I'm going for is straightforward interest leading line of the stream-stroke river into the background here, with the mountains in the background, and we've got a beautiful sky. I've put an ND grad on, and I've got a 0.9 ND grad on the front, and I've got my 10 stop, and we've just shot a 25-second exposure ad hoc off the hoof. I've not timed it, and the shot looks magnificent. If we take that in and have a look at the I'm really pleased with that histogram. Little tiny spike on the lights on the right hand side, but that won't have an effect. Don't forget, this is a JPEG histogram, and you can always pull it back a tad. I'm just hoping that everything else has worked in the shot. So we're at f11, 25 seconds, ND grad on the front, soft grad, polarizer is on there as well, 10 stop. Let's bung it up to 30 seconds, just hedge your bets. Mirror up mode, make sure that the viewfinder is closed, and bang, off we go. Somebody mentioned on one of the comments, well, why have you got mirror up mode when you're in live view? Because the mirror's up anyway. Yeah, I know it is. I often shoot when I'm not in live view, particularly when I'm not videoing, so I'd forget, and that's why I leave it in mirror up mode. Okay, so that's been in the oven and it's cooked. Yeah, and you know, everything's here. All I'm really doing is pressing the shutter, getting the composition. So, you know, the most important thing really is the composition, but one of the most difficult things when you come to somewhere like this is you get blown away by the magnificence of everything, and you really don't know where to start, and you get this feeling of panic comes up and wells up within you, and you're thinking, am I going to be able to get the shot? Am I going to be able to get the shot? And of course you are. There's going to be plenty of time to get it, so just relax. So obviously with the 10 stop, what will happen is you'll lose definition in the water and make it nice and misty and moody, and it's a nice shot. But we've also got ruggedness here, so what we've done is we've taken the same shot but with a 3 stop just to slow the water down a tad, at f11, ND grad, soft grad on the front, and all I'm waiting for is if I just show you, got the composition set up nicely, is the sky's really bright. When that sun peeks through, it'll cause lens flare and ruin the shot, and so what I'm waiting for is just that sun to go behind the cloud, and then we'll get a shot. What I'll do now is I'll put the 10 stop image on and the 3 stop image on, and you can see which one you prefer. So this is a cracking place to shoot if you come to Skye. just on the Talisker turn-off on the Portree Road. Look for Talisker Distillery sign. And I've not been to Talisker Distillery yet. Even though it sounds like that. Say hello, Nick.
Hello.
Nick's not used to camera, so...
Camera shy.
Camera shy. And if you think I've got an accent, when he starts talking, he's Oldham born and bred. So he's got that Oldham twang, and I know a lot of people who watch my videos are from that area. Nick's shooting with a EOS 60, yeah, and he's at 70mm on his lens. His lens, this Canon lens is brilliant because it's 24 to, what is it, Nick?
105.
24 to 105. It just switches him his stabilisation off. And Nick's also started shooting in manual mode for everything. So what f-stop are you going to use, Nick?
I'm going to go for 11.
So f11, 70mm on the lens, so it's pretty similar shot to mine. His composition and his eye for a shot is awesome, and he's honestly come out here and with a couple of hints and tips, he's shooting as good if not better shots than myself. So I'm going to show you this shot once he's taken it, and it'll be up in a minute. So we're just having a recce round and we're driving towards Cove where the ferry pools are. Now, we've been having a chat and we don't know whether we're going to shoot the ferry pools today. We're going to use this day as a recce because the light's going to get better tomorrow. But what we noted was a lovely bay, and we've got these boats here, and these boats from a certain angle you can see the reflection in the water, so we're going to try something a little bit different and see if we can get a nice composition. Reflections in the water are stunning at the moment. You've got the Cullens at the background there, which are great, but I think it may be more of a closed in shot because there are a lot of houses and everything around here. So let's have a look. See, I can be quite athletic. He says trying to hold a gimbal and jump off a fence are two difficult things. It's a bit muddy. So these are the boats. I'm just gonna have to get back round over towards where that gate is. Just gonna have a walk this way because you got the Cullens in the background, and I'm wondering whether or not don't want to ruin my shot if I'm taking pictures of these boats. I'm creating footprints in the mud. Yeah, it would be a nice shot that, but there's too much going on. In the front we've got the electricity wires, we've got those houses, and even though it's tempting to get a reflection of the Cullens in this bay, not going to work. So plan B, or plan A as it was, is to walk around the bay a little bit and get these boats in shot. Not my usual type of shot, this, to be honest. So we just walked up, and this is the bay at Cove. Cove is famous for Talisker whiskey. So if you like Talisker whiskey, and then somewhere around here there's going to be a mountain stream where they get the water from for the Talisker whiskey. It's not going to be from this because it's saltwater bay and it stinks, and maybe if you like Lefroy you could get the water out of here because that tastes of peat, but it wouldn't do you any good for your Talisker fans. And we've just walked along into the bay, and this is the shot that we're going to go for over here. But an absolutely stunning location, and well worth the visit. It's on the way to the furry pools. That's what they say in Oldham. furry pools. Should we go furry pools? I said furry pools. What do you mean fairy pools? No, furry pools. I've heard it's really good for furry pools. 2 observations when I get here is, number 1, it stinks. The smell's horrible. Rotting vegetation, decomposition. And the second thing is, he's setting up right in my composition. So I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to batter him. So we set up this shop. And what we have is an interesting foreground with the fence covered in seaweed. Then going into the midground, which is where the boats are, and we're focusing on the boats. And then we have the background, which is the hill behind us. Nothing much happening with the sky. It's just a pretty wee shot, shooting at f11. Histogram looks good. Say the shot.